Dr. Weaver, what's going on, sir? This is my video assignment for the legal defense. So we were told to look up the top tort laws, legal issues, and athletic directing. That's going to be the route that I'm going to focus on here for this assignment. We were also told to look up the top constitutional law, legal issues, and athletic directing. Find the tort and constitutional law cases in athletic directing, and then of course verify with the links. So I utilized ChatGPT, and I prompted ChatGPT to tell me about the tort and constitutional law issues that came up from 2024 to 2026 in athletic directing, and also tell me about the cases and how they were verified. So I'm asking I'm asking ChatGPT to give me links. That way I can look up those links and then research the cases myself as far as what took place and the outcome. And then I asked ChatGPT to tell me about the cases and what it was able to find. So for the constitutional law, the case that I found was the NCAA versus Farrar in 2024. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name the right way. It's Farrar, so I'm assuming that's Farrar. So what happened is Farrar was a former assistant athletic director at the University of Mississippi, challenging the NCAA sanctions imposed after an infractions investigation. So he alleged that there was a denial of due process, there was negligence, and there was interference with employment opportunities. So the case raised questions about whether the NCAA enforcement procedures provide sufficient procedural protections and whether constitutional due process principles can apply when NCAA decisions affect employment prospects. So why this matters for us as athletic directors. Athletic directors regularly cooperate with NCAA investigations, and the case highlights risks surrounding compliance investigations, employment discipline, and of course, fair hearing procedures. I also left the link for you to be able to verify this as well. And here's the outcome of Barney Farrar versus the NCAA in 2024. So he lost in 2024 because the Supreme Court of Mississippi ruled that the NCAA is not a state actor, therefore does not owe constitutional due process protections. And Farrar also failed to produce sufficient evidence that the NCAA acted with malice required for his tort claim of interference with employment. So the court therefore entered judgment for the NCAA. So that was my constitutional law. For my tort law issues, I'm going to be utilizing Moeller versus the University of Toledo Athletic Department. This was in 2025. So Moeller was a student athlete who sued after being removed from the women's soccer program. So the lawsuit alleged negligence, negligent misrepresentation, and a promissory estoppel. So the athlete argued she relied on representations made by the athletic department and suffered damages when she was removed from the team. So just like with the constitutional law case, in this tort case, us athletic directors should care about this because the case illustrates the dangers of the recruiting process, scholarship discussions, team roster decisions, and of course communications with the student athlete. The statements made by the coaches or administrators can later become basis for negligence or misrepresentation claims. So we should definitely care about something like this as athletic directors. So again, I left the verification for you to be able to verify. I left the links for you to be able to verify. And just like Barney Lee Farrar versus the NCAA in 2024, Caitlin Moeller also lost against the University of Toledo Athletic Department. And the reason why she lost is because the court found no genuine issue of material fact supporting her claims for negligence, misrepresentation, promissory estoppel, or negligence. The university was granted summary judgment since the evidence did not establish a legally enforceable promise or a breach of duty that would support her claims. So what I'm noticing, number one, is if you're going to go against the big machine, the NCAA, that produces billions and billions of dollars per year, you better have a good amount of resources yourself, and you better be able to have the evidence to back up what you're stating, because if you don't, you're going to lose, and they're going to tell you to go away. And now you got to take that walk of shame, right? So, Dr. Weaver, this is my video assignment for legal defenses. Thank you so much, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.